The ongoing attacks that President Trump has launched on our democracy is an insult to those who have sacrificed so much to defend it. And so, too, is the complicity of so many Republican senators right here in this body who, through their silence or active incitement, are spreading Donald Trump's absurd, false narrative that he won the election. It is downright dangerous to the health of our democracy and to our national security interests. And yet, what you're seeing President Trump do is play with matches when it comes to our national security, to put personal political peeves above the national security interests of the United States.
During the entire campaign since this past summer, Joe Biden and President Trump, who always receives it, have received intelligence briefings every day. That's once you get past the convention time, both candidates receive that because you don't know who is going to be the president. So that's continued out throughout the campaign. That's now stopped for Joe Biden. I think we should continue that because we still don't know who the president's going to be at this point. And so we should be in the same posture that we were in throughout the whole campaign, with both of them receiving briefings as they're both trying to be able to prepare and then allow the process to be able to go through right now. Because at this point, there are a lot of questions about a lot of states. I completely trust the president trying to be able to push some of these issues. There are unresolved issues that we find in multiple states. We don't know what the quantities are yet. People said, you know, it may be a big number, maybe a small number. We don't know yet, but we know there are issues. So allow the legal process to go through, allow the hand recount to happen in Georgia. And once we get all past that, then we'll know who the actual winner is. But at this point, we don't know. So both sides should be receiving briefings just like they were before.
Do you believe that Vice President Biden should be receiving security briefings?
I do think they're going to have to work that out in very short order. Look, one of these two men will be the President of the United States after the election results have come in. And I think at this point, just as a matter of protecting our nation's interests, I do think that both the president and his competition here, Vice President Biden, should have access to those classified reports. We've got time yet, but I do think they're going to have to work out that specific issue in short order.
Can you tell me, do you think that Vice President Biden should be receiving security briefings?
I think we ought to finish going through the process. Let's all remember 2 years ago, Chuck Schumer wouldn't let me come to orientation, do anything until I went through the recount. 2 recounts, actually. I think we ought to finish. Let's finish counting the votes, and there'll be plenty of time.
Does it strike you as a risk to security at all?
No.
No.
He's president until January 20th, and so he ought to continue, doing his job.